Hello, everybody. This is Drew Thomas here, creator of Drew Thomas the Movie and founder and creator of Easy Brewer Productions. And I'm also a huge fan of Six Flags St. Louis, obviously. So, yeah, I will be talking about that today because I've heard recently that they are enforcing a new chaperone policy for Fright Fest. So, for those who don't know, Fright Fest is a Halloween event they host at Six Flags where they have people go to the park and they have thrilling coasters during the daytime and kid-friendly trick-or-treating activities, and then frights by night where things become creepy, the freaks get unleashed from the train, and not to mention, you are pretty much trying to avoid these scares. And also there's haunted houses, there's shows, and there's a lot of Halloween theming. Like, the whole park is covered in Halloween decorations, fog, strobe lights, lasers, and lots of other fun things. But anyway, one issue they've been facing with Fright Fest, though, is, well, kids and teenagers that are going to the park unsupervised without a chaperone. What these people like to do is, well, most of them are high schoolers, though, which I'll get to that later. But anyway, the new chaperone policy. I forgot where I was going. Oh yeah, right. So when it comes to Six Flags Fright Fest, there's children that like to play around with the freaks and also, cause trouble without an adult supervision or an adult supervisor. Anyway, so because of this, Six Flags has enforced a new chaperone policy for Fright Fest. This will remain in effect throughout the entirety of Fright Fest, and I am really happy because if there's one thing that drives me crazy is whenever teens are going around Six Flags and just causing trouble, like messing with the freaks or, disobeying rules, not to mention messing with the props and stuff. Some people ages 15 through 21 do that, but yeah. All I can say is, honestly, they should have had it be for like ages eight age people under 18, because there's still teenagers that like to cause trouble. However, then again, if they have a 15-year-old that they're hanging out with, then they're going to have a chaperone. If they're just going to, I forgot where I was going with this. I just keep losing track. Anyway, let me just go over my thoughts about certain types of people like this. Even during non-Fright Fest times, we still get people messing around. Like, some people like to try to jump into employees-only zones, wade in the fountains, jump over the railings to get to the line quicker. And not to mention, there's also people trespassing on non-public paths. But yeah, it's just frustrating seeing how many fools there could be. Sometimes there's even adults that like to mess around. But honestly, I'm hoping that this new chaperone policy will mean less teenagers and, less nonsense. Because honestly, I'd quite love to enjoy my Fright Fest, but it's hard to when teens are just messing around with the freaks. Let them do their job. Don't touch them. Stop harassing them. And don't scare them, people. I mean, for goodness sakes, don't be going around Six Flags being a freak yourself. Because the real freaks are those wavy-haired people, pepperoni pizza faces, and those mullet people, and just bad people in general. Some people like to throw insults, and some people like to do stupid trends like, drinking water in the log flume, or which I'm hoping that no one drinks the water in the fountain, because I don't think anyone's going to wade in the fountains though, because the fountains are going to be red and they're going to think that it's blood, because that's the idea. Well, it's probably going to be red dye or food coloring that they're going to use for the blood, but most likely red food coloring, because red dye could be harmful if it gets in contact with people or something like that. Either that, or they just add fake blood to the water features. Only some fountains have the fake blood, though. All the other ones still use water. But yeah. I'm just hoping that things will get better for Six Flags. I'm sure it will, because, lots of people would like to experience the fun stuff of Fright Fest, like the shows and stuff, but it's hard to whenever teens are just messing around. Okay, let's bring on a couple friends if they don't have school. Unless if they're going to be doing homework or whatever, but yeah. I shall. Alright, I've sent the link to people in the Discord server. I no longer post the link in the description anymore because people like to throw racial slurs and stuff, and there's raiders and trolls, so I decided to just no longer put the link in the description, but just send it privately to people, because, yeah. Ever since the anti-StreamYard incident. Yeah. Oh yeah, stuff to accept Tails' friend request on that account. Anyway, so hopefully Fright Fest will be a lot less frustrating, and me, my girlfriend, my other friend, and a few of my other friends won't have to deal with these kind of people anymore at Six Flags. We're still gonna have to deal with the older teens that like to dick around with the freaks and stuff, but at least we'll no longer have 8th graders or 7th graders or any other graders, but yeah. Well, how about that? Small world, man. Small world. So, speaking of Six Flags Fright Fest, I'll be there for the first weekend. I'll be there that Saturday, though, not that Friday, because I don't want to go too much, because my mom wants to actually enjoy her weekends, and plus, she pretty much got off school. Maybe I could see if my sister could take me, but it's just going to be like 5 hours. I could try to do opening day, but I would also need to get rest for the next day, which is going to be Daredevil Days, where I'm going to be able to do a lot of fun things with like Tom and T from Show Me Coasters, and I get to do fun stuff around Six Flags, like get a behind the scenes tour of well, it was more of like a few months actually, Tails. I've actually known Paul Jones for quite a while. Heck, probably for a few years actually, maybe. Anyway, so back to Six Flags. So I'll be there for Daredevil Days. So if you want to see me possibly appear in a Show Me Coasters video, subscribe to Show Me Coasters, and also subscribe to my channel. And now let's talk about the fun part. Drew Thomas, the movie 2. I'm going to do some more editing tonight, and I'm going to hopefully try to finish filming this weekend. That's my goal for this weekend. Finish filming, and, I'm going to try to get as much done as possible so I can release this in time on the 21st night of September. Which the weekend before that, I'll be doing Fright Fest Daredevil Days, which, Daredevil Days is an event where the coaster enthusiasts get together and they get to do the favorite rides. They can. Oh, hey, Hudson.
Sup?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for subscribing. If you've subscribed to me, unless you're talking about Show Me Coasters, which Show Me Coasters, it's two guys, Tom and T, which I've actually appeared in one in their opening day video. Feel free to check it out. I'm friends with them, so I'm gonna help give some promotion. So yeah, subscribe to my pal Show Me Coasters. Let's help him out. Let's get him some subscribers and get him a silver play button, hopefully.
100K subs.
Yes, 100K. We must get him 100K. So yeah, I mean, I only have like 3K subscribers, but a small change makes a big difference. Anyway, so I'm really happy for this new policy, and hopefully it's going to help during Daredevil days, and it will also decrease crowds because not everyone can afford a day ticket or a season pass. And those who look younger than 15 without a parent or guardian caught messing around, they'll be ejected from the park immediately. Which then, in which if you're a kid and you're at Six Flags St. Louis, then you'll just be standing out there waiting for your ride. So just have a chaperone. Just spend the whole day at the park with them. Spend time with your parents. They're not going to live forever, you know. Just spend time with your parents. And if you're caught without your chaperone at Six Flags during the nighttime parts of Fright Fest, then you're probably going to get ejected. So if you're a kid and you're in a Six Flags group, then, well, stay in your group. Don't try to leave them because, well, if you leave the park after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. during Fright Fest, you are no longer allowed re-entry. So, so spend your time wisely and plan your trip wisely. Like, get as much things as you need. Even get a bag. They might search it. Just make sure to pack only important things, like sunscreen, maybe parts of the costume or whatever. But yeah, unless if you're not wearing a costume, which I do sometimes see parents of children wearing costumes during Fright Fest. Like when I was in line for Batman, the ride during 2021, I saw some people dressed up as Care Bears, and two people dressed up as Dipper and Mabel Pines from Gravity Falls, which I thought that was pretty cool. I tipped my hat to Dipper, he tipped his hat back. Because I was Mr. Conductor, obviously. So I'm really useful and I'm really kind and all that stuff.
You mean Mr. Cocksucker? Said the one little boy.
Oh. Take this.
Ew.
Yeah. I've also made another AI. I've also used one of my profile pictures and one of the Silver City pictures I took, and I made a mess using that same AI app.
Oh, Tails actually hates the transition.
How dare you say that? Oh, I have something to do. We're going to delete your comment. Bye.
Sequel.
Leave this comment just to mess with him. Sorry about that, Tails. I was just messing with you. Anyway, so they're just talking about someone's voice. Nice. Look at that. Two friends getting along in the chat. I like that.
Uh-huh.
Back then I would just tell people to stay on topic, but you know, I really don't care because this is just a stream of me giving my thoughts and stuff, so yeah.
This is better than just.
Oh, they're talking about DVS,
Oh, wait.
which is descriptive audio, which it has this voice describing what's happening. Like, for example, a circle keeps expanding whenever Mr. Conductor speaks. Hudson has a Birdie the Bus face on. Now he pulls up a transition of Tommy G. Robertson passing by Charlton Tandy. Something like that.
No! I'll be back. Just you wait for another time.
Oh, look, it's. Uh oh, don't show that to Lady. Remember what happened last time.
Oh, it is.
Lost it. And she also lost it over a Spanish warning screen.
That feels pretty racist of her. Though, at least she didn't see any racial comments.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to Six Flags. So probably this is also going to be good for the railroad people because I mean last time I was there was a few people messing around on the train during Fright Fest, and one of those pepperoni pizza guys just
Threw pizza on Tommy?
no, I call them pepperoni pizza people because of their pimples and
Oh, right.
those pop pimple spots which look absolutely hideous. I knew a few guys in high school that had that. Some were kind, while others were a-holes. I'm going to say ace hole actually because ace hole is funny to say.
Tune up your tuba. We're about to play our music at Six Flags.
Yeah, well, how about this? Okay, let's stop before
No,
it gets
this is
copyrighted.
rubbish.
Oh, come on, it's Love Roller Coaster from Final Destination 3.
But rock is garbage. Our marching will always be superior.
That's the Ohio players, you silly goose. Anyway, so
I always cringe.
it's not REO. It's the Ohio players, not REO's. Or that's the
No. I
REO.
said Ohio is cringe.
Oh. Oh, I was cringe.
What makes you think that I? Oh, whatever. Who's Yicky the Asian cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Oh, well, nice to meet you then, Yicky.
Yes, hello. Anyway, so I actually like seeing how this conversation is going between Paul Jones and A. Smith. I actually like it.
Wow.
Like, it's actually interesting watching these comments and seeing what they're talking about. It's like eavesdropping, but you're not listening, you're just reading. I love eavesdropping people's conversations in the chat. Anyway, so
Better than that. It's better than that one dude who's like asking like, what if Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps were like scuba divers or astronauts or whatever?
oh my goodness, yeah. So a person just came out to the stream asking what if Nick and Judy were scuba divers or astronauts. Like honestly, I think it's one of those DeviantArt people.
Yeah, which they just act so random.
Yeah.
Well, I can say it for you once we get into there, my friend.
I could probably make better stuff on DeviantArt if I'm going to be completely honest.
Same here.
Yeah. Although most of what DeviantArt consists of is people putting PNGs onto Thomas episodes, making strange crossovers like Pooh's Adventures.
Yeah. Oh my god! Don't get me into that.
Yeah,
I'm still.
there's a lot of stuff going on about that. Like honestly, that I'm not like them, okay? So if people think that I'm like them, you're wrong. I don't use just still images of Thomas episodes with PNGs of characters. The only time I actually use the PNGs is when I print them out as paper, make paper cutouts, laminate them so they can be somewhat waterproof, and then I just use them for a while the sake of because there are no toys of them. I can't find any good looking toys for said figures. Thankfully for Nick and Judy, that was pretty easy to find. It was these Mattel storytelling things, and it included Nick, Judy, and Flash, and also a coffee mug. I think there might be similar figures of like Dawn Bellwether, Chief Bogo, and Mayor Lionheart.
You
It
can
was
see it when we have a next stream coming up. So be patient.
anyway. So, well, actually, Des could just post a comment of the line, like he could just type it in like 1 minute beforehand, and then as soon as the time is right, he hits enter, and then it comes up. Yeah.
Yep.
And no update on Wyatt, which Wyatt has also experienced some issues with people acting foolish in Six Flags because he or a few of his family and friend members were almost got trampled by teenagers that just burst through the gates after the fireworks were over. Like they just
Those assholes have no manners.
Yeah. Well, then again, not a lot of people have manners nowadays because I mean they're just so arrogant and stuff. One of the customers I was working with today, or not working with, but one of the customers I was handing an order to wasn't grateful at all, or had no manners.
Not shocked to hear about that.
Yeah, service workers are always looked down upon. That's because we're the servers and they are the. It's like they're the captain and we're its crew, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I've also noticed that in Walmart they have new Bluey character packs. I'm going to be getting the Bluey and Bingo and Cheetah and Zebra onesie, and yeah, but I am anyway.
Yep.
I'm also going to get one character pack that has Bluey, Bingo, Muffin, and Socks, and also it has Judo, which I want to do something with Judo, so I can prove that Judo's not a bad character in Bluey. She's just misunderstood because while many people hate on Judo because of how she was rude to Bingo, but when you look deep down inside her, you know that she just wanted to keep Bluey as a friend because she didn't have a lot of friends. And honestly, I feel for her. I really do. That's probably why some of the friends in high school stayed friends with me, or middle school still stay friends with me because I wasn't actually me, I was just acting mean, but they knew that there was good inside me, even though I was acting like an a-hole. Yep, 10 years ago was when I started doing homeschool, which homeschool was honestly a lot better than silly old public school.
Yeah, I would honestly prefer it that way than just actual school, cause like at least you're treated better.
Yeah, plus you're actually treated like an individual instead of just, you know, treated out like there's always a food chain in high school. There's always the top class, there's always the bourgeoisie, there's the lower class, and then there's the middle class, which we my family's somewhat in like the middle lower class. Like middle borderline into low class.
Mm-hmm.
But well, it doesn't matter how much money you got. It doesn't matter who is the staff of the school. All that matters is, well, I don't know what the answer is, but yeah.
You're always treated as an individual, as you're about to say?
Yeah. honestly, we are all individuals here, folks. We are not just okay, like there's no one higher than us. There's no one lower than us. We are all equal. We're individual.
Pretty much on a medium level.
Yes.
Not now, Tails.
Anyway, so
Not the appropriate moment.
yeah. But honestly, homeschool was good, but it was a good thing that I got to finish out the last 4 years of my school life with the people that I knew ever since I first started school. Which I was publicly schooled for a daycare at the All Aboard Learning Center, preschool and kindergarten, and then I was brought out to be homeschooled for second and third because my mom wanted to raise me with the she wanted to raise me as a Christian and also have me, you know, learn the Christian way instead of their way that they teach. And then I was back in for fourth and fifth grade, and yeah, after that I was back in homeschool. Which fourth and fifth grade I was a jerk. Definitely for fifth grade. Fourth grade I had moments, yeah, but fifth grade was when I was at my absolute worst. Honestly, I'm surprised that they weren't. I wouldn't be surprised if they were just going home and crying because of how hard I was. I
Whoa.
wasn't like too hard, like I wasn't super destructive or anything, but I was definitely a jerk. I I kept trying to chase girls as most middle school and high school people do, and that
I'm the
ended.
exceptions.
Yeah, all those times it ended with me getting in trouble. And anytime someone hurt me or my friend, I would act so defensive and rude to the person who hurt. And that person, I have to admit, was also antagonizing me. But then I threatened to cut that student's head off, and then I got detention.
Damn.
Yeah, and not to mention the discipline of the public school system. Like honestly, I'm not trying to shame the school I went to because you know we all know that that wouldn't go well and we'd be sued here at Easy Railroad. But
Yeah, or probably feels like we're doxing or something.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like Sprint Road.
Well, you're well screwed. I don't care. We could just like make the stream someone longer.
Yeah,
First, we were talking about like the new Six Flags policy, and
oh yeah, the new chaperone policy, which is honestly gonna hopefully help, and not we won't have to deal with middle and high school kids,
what?
messing with us.
Yeah, his hard times at school.
Yeah, which is also got to the subject of hard times at school because it definitely felt like a hard knock life at our school. However, high school, I wanted to make a change. I became a better person, and I wanted to follow all the rules. Heck, the first day at open house, I literally asked my special services teacher, "Do you know what the consequences are for high school?" Because in middle school there was like check marks, notice of concern, and stuff. And because I wanted to be a good person because I didn't want to make the same mistake I made back in fourth and fifth grade, back when I was an a-hole. And then, well, yeah, a little bit of my a-hole got unleashed for like my last year of high school. But I wasn't the one being the a-hole; it was them, more likely, because well, I was just having FOMO, but they didn't care. All right. I think I have seen the To Entertain logo. I've seen quite a few of them. I'm gonna actually see a couple of these logos right now. and we are coming up to the part where Tails, if he was in the stream, he would say 30-minute mark.
30-minute mark! There, I beat you. I hope you're happy now, Tails. Little bro.
What?
No skibbity.
We are
Besides,
not doing that. We are not saying yacht, skibbity, sigma, or any shit like that. They aren't even words. Actual
Besides,
words. Like, look it up in the dictionary. If skibbity is in the dictionary, then yeah, you could say it, but it's not a word.
you would not believe this, but Michael Bay is actually the director of the Skibbity Toilet movie.
What? If they're making a movie,
Yep.
you've got to be kidding me.
And Michael Bay's directing it.
Oh, brother. Now they're saying what the sigma because
Yiki, don't!
okay, please don't tell me that was actually Roger Bumpus who said that. Otherwise, I will lose faith in humanity and I will just, just lose all will to live.
All is forgiven.
Yeah, it's alright. I, for one, am not going to use Skibbity or Sigma or No Cap or Yacht or anything like that. For goodness sakes, people, use actual words. Look at the dictionary. Do you see Skibbity? Do you see Sigma? Do you see Yacht?
That would just be for Gen Alpha kids. Gen Z kids are much more smarter than this.
Yeah, this is the anti-conjunction who is actually selfless and, a lot nicer, actually.
Yeah, and deaf and just trolling one of our enemies.
Alright, because, well, there's been a few rip-off accounts of Drew Thomas. Now I'm thinking about that one video one of the anti-StreamYard trolls made of just my channel profile. Like, just my channel profile, and the Edge of Roll Call instrumentals playing, and the song Gamester Rap was the lyrics. So you can just hear that word constantly being used. I'm not going to say that word because then people are going to be like, yeah, I'm Gen Z too, and I'd rather not be Gen Alpha or whatever. Surprisingly, my sister and my brother are using those words, but I, for one, don't really want to use them because, they aren't even words, and I'm tired of hearing them. Especially because I
And
watched this
what's
whole
even
video
the
on those words.
lore of Skibbity Toilet anyway?
Like, why skibbity? What does skibbity mean? Like, why skibbity? What the fuck does that mean? Use proper English, folks. Why are they banning these words in high school or elementary school or middle school? Because back in my days, we never said gyat or skibbity. We just sang popular songs like Gangnam Style or What Does the Fox Say, the Duck Song, or other shit like that because we were actually. I sound old. Guys, I think I'm getting old.
Same here, bro.
I'm getting old, folks. They're not to put me in a freaking retirement home because I am old. Like, where the hell did Skibbity even come from? What is going up? What is going on with our world today? And don't even get me started on Gidaggy Gidaggy.
Alright.
Well, at least
when
that
people
song
use.
originated way back, and pretty much those versions were better than today's version.
Yeah,
Like
Cotton Eye
Chicken
Joe
Nuggets.
is the original one, not Gidaggy Gidaggy. Oh, that does not make any sense. Alright, you were saying Wyatt?
I don't like when people use the word yacht because you're using my name with putting a G instead of a W.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, someone on Discord said I should change my name to Wyatt's Train World to Got's Train World, and that got
Uh,
me mad.
People like to try to get your attention and try to frustrate you, but don't let them get to you because then you're going to become prey. Sometimes teenagers like to prey on people that are not like them. They prey on different people. Always avoid becoming the prey. Avoid the predators. Because this ain't like Utopia where everyone could be everything and we all hold hands and together and sing Kumbaya. Yes, that's a
Well,
quote from the movie.
I
Nick
did. I
Wilde
did.
himself did
I
that.
just gave him. All I just did was just gave him a simple no, and then he just left me alone by giving me a. He just gave me a little emoji face, and then
Yeah.
stopped talking to me.
Honestly, why are people just using random gibberish like yacht, skibbity, or
Did you see how
um,
the kid?
And how did any of these words come from? I would love to hear an explanation from them.
I like to know where these words came from because people got honestly probably try to use these words to try to frustrate me, but I'm not gonna let it get to me. If people want to say yacht, skibbity, or sigma, then that's on them. They can say whatever they want, but I'm not gonna say it because, well, and honestly, as an adult, I'm gonna make that bad words in my house. If my kid says that, then they will be sent to their rooms for a for their age limit timeouts. Like someone, like say he's 5 years old, I would probably give him a 5 minute timeout.
Some
Yeah,
parents
I
don't
know.
really
Yeah,
care about their kids.
but
Don't.
why yacht? Why not? And don't get me started on Riz. Like honestly, use English. English. You're speaking moron, not English. Only
What does
morons
Whistler
speak
mean? Does
like
it
that.
like it rhymes with like Twizzlers?
Yeah, this is just my opinion though. By my opinion, anyone who says yeah, Sigma or Riz or Sigma, they're speaking moron. Not saying I'm calling you guys morons. You guys are definitely not morons, but all that word is just moron talk. Because yeah, yes, say Acela Express. Say any other thing that could be a word like apple or banana or bunny or skunk or train. But for goodness sakes,
Bakery.
yeah, bakery or booty or caboose. I always say caboose, never yacht. Sometimes ass, but never yacht. I call it ass or caboose or booty or cake, but I never use words that don't exist. Like, can someone please make a like if someone makes a dictionary of those words, then I will eat the words I just said. But well, yeah, for now,
Well, the dictionary's not gonna listen to the internet.
there's a lot of brain rot nowadays because that's what the internet's all about. That's why I want to make the internet a better place by, well, creating actual decent content. Look at SML's channel. He's using Skibbity Toilet for one of the bases of his videos. Uh, Honestly, I might
Yep.
actually watch it just to see how bad I cringe because, honestly, SML I just stopped watching, but I might just watch that one just to see how much I cringe because, yeah, and I might do a reaction video. And however, if it gets so cringe where I can't just watch it, then yeah, that's proof that I'm old. But yeah,
But I like to go
people
to
use that as
Caboose.
yeah. Oh, Caboose, like from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Choo Choo Express, aka the
Probably
only
said
great
better than
episode of
just
Mickey
saying
Mouse Clubhouse.
yacht.
Yeah, honestly, that's a lot better. That's the only episode I like from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I would probably watch it, but I'll just skip past the intro, the Mouse could do her song, and just stop it before the hot dog dance, and just don't interact with Mickey, or if when I do interact with Mickey, just call him stupid or blind.
Bro thinks he's Dora the Explorer.
Yes.
Um,
However, maybe I'll say "Oh Toodles," but yeah. Other than that, I just maybe watch the train stuff. Just skip to the train stuff, watch the train stuff, and then just stop watching the episode. Just watch the
Also,
train stuff.
also, if you live in Missouri, if you look in your WalMarts in Missouri, you might get a chance to find some Fire in the Hole, Time Traveler, and Outlaw Run ice creams.
Not sponsored. We're not sponsored, folks. Anyway,
40-minute mark.
I, I am willing to forgive the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse reboot if they bring back the Choo Choo Express. If they don't, then I shall hate it along with its predecessor. Because, yeah. Road Rally uses the Choo Choo Express, but it doesn't ride on rails! It doesn't ride on rails! It's a train! Trains need rails! And Mickey Mouse said,
Otherwise, it
"Don't
won't be
touch the
going
rail!
anywhere.
Trains
No,
can't go anywhere!" And yet, Donald Duck is driving it without rails! Get it right, people! Make up your gosh darn mind!
no.
I've been trying to. I've been trying my hardest not to treat Mickey Mouse Clubhouse like it's the worst thing in the entire world because there's a lot worse stuff like Cocomelon, which Cocomelon's not even
Melon
educational.
sucks.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse at least teaches lessons and teaches following directions, problem solving, and other stuff like that. Cocomelon is just rubbish.
They're
It
just
just
like
feels like
they just
I
like sing
refuse.
stupid
weird
entertainment
songs.
for kids.
Like the whole thing, they just sing this weird song, and then like, what's the point of it? You're just singing a song of, oh my god, we could do this now. Like they act
Yeah.
like they couldn't do this in the first time, and then they act like they can.
Actually tell stories. Don't just play songs. Tell stories because Cocomelon is just done to gift your child so
And
they
don't
can
get me
just shut up.
and don't get me started on freaking Baby Shark. Like,
Oh, Baby Shark is the worst in my opinion. I fucking hate it. Honestly, Baby Shark infuriates me. Honestly, if I see a Baby Shark ad, I'm just gonna well, actually no. If I see anyone playing Baby Shark, I'm just going to ignore. Back then, I would just prevent anyone from playing Baby Shark because how much I hate it. But I'm willing to let people play it if it makes their child happy, if it makes my nieces and nephew happy. But I, for one, do not like it. And that better not be the whole thing they watch. Just Baby Shark, Baby Shark, Baby Shark on repeat. Otherwise, I will be driving. Otherwise, I'll be driven freaking insane.
Such a cash cow.
And now Baby Shark is the most viewed video. All because YouTube is just trying to make things for kids. YouTube was never a kid site to begin with. Hopefully,
they have
now that Susan's dead, we can have a better CEO that's actually going to make YouTube less for kids and more for everyone, all ages. Have
there's
people
a
actually
reason
swear, use copyrighted shit.
there's a reason why they made a YouTube Kids in the first place.
So they could cash in on it.
Instead of giving
Like,
us a
how much they
proper
know about.
reason for it,
Let me switch my
an
Facebook.
actual purpose.
It is awesome how these users actually know a lot about audio description people. Everyone can have hyperfixations that are amazing. Anyone can have any hyperfixation. I had no problem with conjunctive monarchy hyperfixation, but what I did have a problem with was trying to harp it on us and trying to force us against our will to just do what he wants and sacrifice our time and our lives for him pretty much. He thinks he's God or the king or whatever, but he's not.
Well, I'm not gonna ask. Well, I don't think what he's doing is what a Christian should do.
Yeah. But yeah, I've already agreed to stop talk about conjunction because recently he has mentioned me in a post and told me to stop, in which I didn't actually come at him. He came at me that moment. Thankfully, his mom deleted the post. But yeah, let's just talk about something else. Back to Six Flags and other stuff. So, thankfully, they haven't played Baby Shark at Six Flags. I mean, like the only song that drives me crazy at Six Flags is just what else really drives me crazy. But a few songs that get tedious and annoying is "Dance Monkey" by Tones and I was at my goals, and then that song came on. I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" As soon as I heard that opening piano, I was like, "No, don't let it be this. It is. It's too damn catchy, and the voice is obnoxious. Put it together, and you just got something that won't leave your head, and it's gonna be just like honestly." Okay, I think I've mentioned enough in the stream. So yeah, we've also discussed brain rot and stuff like brain rot words, brain rot channels, and also how there's actually one decent episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and a half. Because counting with the train stuff and Choo Choo Express, that's okay, but it doesn't run on tracks, which infuriates me. Road Rally can just fucking die. However, Great Clubhouse Hunt also felt pretty nice too because it actually felt like a big adventure because Mickey Lily lost the pieces of his clubhouse and he just wants to have an Easter celebration and he lost the decorations and that scene really gets you feeling for him. But even as an adult, I actually felt kind of sorry for Mickey. Watching that scene, I feel sorry for
Beats
him. I'm like,
Clubhouse, Beats Clubhouse, Beats Clubhouse, Beats
oh my
Clubhouse.
gosh, oh my gosh. Wait to remind me of that meme. Oh my gosh.
It's basically the funniest part of the episode.
I love the memes in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, though. The memes are hilarious.
There was this one meme where it started where someone was like screaming so loud, like high pitch into the freaking screen, and like glitches, and then it just cuts on to the intro. Man, it was so funny.
But I think what honestly got me trying to not hate Mickey Mouse Clubhouse as much is the scene from Inside Out 2. I'm not going to get much into it because spoilers. For those who haven't seen it yet. Who in the Bryce is the play that emergency brake?
He did.
You. In case you didn't know, that cord is for emergency purposes only. And in case you weren't aware, tonight is Christmas Eve. And in case you haven't noticed, this train is on a very tight schedule. Now, young man, Christmas may not be important to some people, but it's very important to the rest of us.
But, he just wanted to get on. He just wanted to stop the train so that kid can get on.
Is that
Oh.
true?
I see. Young man, is that what happened?
Shakes his head.
Well,
nods his head.
let me remind you, we are
Very well
on
then.
a very tight schedule. And I've never been late before, and I'm certainly not going to be late tonight. Now, everybody, take your seats, please.
Da-da.
Thank you.
Now,
oh, man.
Anybody like
Okay.
some
Thank you so much, Smith, for
refreshing?
doing Thank you, folks. Thank you.
Well, Tom Hanks is always great with his performances.
I love a lot of... I've also noticed that a lot of Tom Hanks' characters were assholes. Like the coach from A League of Their Own, he was literally yelling at someone for crying, and it was like, "There's no crying in baseball." He also yelled.
I've already seen that.
He also lost it over a dog, which was Turner and Hooch, and he also was Sheriff Woody, who was an asshole in the Black Friday reel. However, he became less of an asshole in the actual movie.
Yeah, John Lasseter didn't actually like it as the results.
Yeah, there's Richard Gere swears in Toy Story, by the way. In fact, if you look at when Buzz is saying blast, his mouth is saying damn.
Alright, guys. Since Fright Fest is coming up, I would like to say something.
What?
A new ride, all new terror train. It will pick you up where your nightmares leave off. Yeah.
Hey, I definitely need to do recreation of this and how Wyatt narrates the, narrated parts. I would probably do the, other narration where it's the guy explaining his trip, saying that it's all burning from the train, which I'll probably just use the footage of that piano we just burned for the burning part, anyway. As for the train, it's
50
just
minute
gonna be
mark!
Tommy G footage and stuff. Oh yeah, they did have train scenes on the League of Their Own. Heck, they even played the song "Choo Choo Boogie" in it too, which is honestly a good song. I gotta tell you, folks, put me right back on that track.
I
Jack.
believe there was like a Lionel train advertisement thing on in the field, because it was one of those advertisement things that you see on every field of in the baseball field during a baseball game. I believe the Lionel one was actually seen on there. I don't believe it was the M10, their UPM 10,000, I believe.
My favorite song is "Sweet Caroline" by Neil Diamond because of how popular it is, and two, how heartwarming it sounds and how infectious it is. Like anyone sings "Sweet Caroline," people are gonna sing along.
One of them is a horse with no name. Anyway.
Oh, it's White's favorite song. White's Train World, anyway. What is his favorite song? I think it might be the same as mine. I'm not sure. Maybe he has another favorite song.
Well, we'll just see after when he comes back.
Oh, right, he's doing something. The story time for Sweet Caroline was I was scrolling through the Six Flags Junkies page and someone was jamming to the song. I thought it was like Happy Together by the Turtles, and I asked what it was, and they told me it was Sweet Caroline, and I was like, oh. So I listened to some of it, I was like, this is a good song.
Probably because
Fire in the
both
whole
of them have
song.
similar beats to it.
Yeah. It actually does, and it has a similar pitch too for like some parts, like, you know.
The answer has been revealed. Fire in the hole.
Yeah. I finally heard the full song while I was doing A+ tutoring for the college I accidentally applied for. The special services teachers that were for the elementary school that were running the class were outside playing some music. Like one of the times I was there, they played the DuckTales theme and "Count on Me" by Bruno Mars. The next time I was there, I heard "Little Bitty Pretty One" from Matilda. However, after that was the song I was finally in love with, "Sweet Caroline." And I had it in my head for a while, and I was like, I don't mind though, this is a good song. And so I was hoping to hear it play at Six Flags on the 50th anniversary, and guess what? It did. I still think one of the best Sweet Caroline moments was when I heard it while I was standing next to the train, or when I was on the train, which I've also, heard Try Everything play while I was on the train at Six Flags one time, which, is one of my other favorite songs, Try Everything from Zootopia. Because one, it's from one of my favorite movies, and two, it has a good message in it. The Mr. Enter doesn't like it because, well, he thinks it's confusing, and yeah, I agree some parts of the song are confusing, but I mean, the lyrics are clear as day. You mustn't give up, and you must give in until you reach the end. And then you do it all again, because you want to try everything, even though you might fail. She keeps trying even though she fails, because you mustn't give up. They literally say that. Still one of my favorite Shakira songs, next to Hips Don't Lie, but, I've they surprisingly didn't play it during the Super Bowl halftime show where she performed, and I was like, why didn't they do Try Everything? I mean, I mean, I don't think Disney has the full rights to the song. Heck, if they played at a Warner Bros. Themed park, then yeah. Another place where I've heard Try Everything was a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. It was back in like 2016, and it was actually a few weeks after my biological father left our family, and well, we went to Chuck E. Cheese for my upcoming 14th birthday, and well, one of the songs that was playing on the show tapes was the music video for Try Everything, which actually had clips from the movie. particularly in the closing scene. I had a bad memory once of Chuck E. Cheese, but nowadays I've actually finally gotten over my fear. I think I could probably walk near Chuck E. Cheese again. I've watched a lot of videos so I could try to get myself out of my fear, and it actually worked. Plus, they're getting rid of like old stores, like retro store. They're getting rid of animatronics too. So yeah. All right, let's get out for before we reach the hour mark. Anyway, so that's all for the stream. So I'm really happy for the Six Flags chaperone policy, and thank you all for watching the stream, especially those who are in the chat chatting. I see you're having great fun, and I'm really happy you guys are. I love seeing people having fun because, well, yeah, you can't be too uptight and just. Yes, I shall threaten you right after the stream. Anyway, so yeah, subscribe. Oh, there's going to be two songs. Video Killed the Radio, starred by the Buggles at the beginning, and it's also going to play Come On by Smash Mouth, which is my extra feature movie during the fireworks scene. Spoiler alert. Yeah. The movie takes place on the 4th of July, by the way, despite it not being released on the 4th of July, but I thought, what if I were to do a movie that takes place on the 4th of July, but I don't release it on the 4th of July? I was originally going to hope for like a 2000 and, or a, no, a, I was hoping to release it in like July, but I thought, no way I'm going to get it done by then, so I thought maybe September. It was originally going to be Labor Day, but then afterwards, I realized I wasn't done with filming yet, and yeah. Eventually, I, found a good editing software, so editing should be a cinch now. Anyway, that's all for the stream. Subscribe to Drew Thomas, click bell to notify when we upload a new video, and subscribe to my other channels, and subscribe to my friends like White's Train World, Show Me Coasters, Hudson Trading Guy, etc. Anyway, yeah, this is Drew Thomas, founder of Easy Railroad, and director and voice actor for Drew Thomas Movie 2, signing off. Also, one more thing. After the release of Drew Thomas Movie 2, I'll be posting an audition video for anyone who wants to voice Judy Hopps and Drew Thomas and Friends. So if you're a female and you can do a good Judy Hopps impression, or want to try to do a Judy Hopps voice, please send me your video of your impression or stuff. I'll post a video, ask for audition soon, so you don't have to do it straight away, but if you post one now, then I appreciate it. Anyway, that's Drew Thomas signing off now. Good night, and pickle suck. And so does Brain Rot.